What is going on, guys? And today we're going to talk about a question I get a lot, and to sum it all up, it is, what if I don't like the military? Alright, so before we get started in this video, I'm going to do another little plug for these coins, right? So I'm going to do it again. We're doing 5 coin giveaway. These 5 coins are the ones that I'm going to be mailing out to you guys, and if you want one, it's really simple and it's a lot easier than it used to be. So this t-shirt in any color, if you include it in your cart with 2 items, right? So this item and another item, then I'm going to send you one of these coins, up to 5 coins, right? Super simple. Got a bunch of these, and got to get rid of them before I reach first lieutenant. And this is basically as easy as it's going to get. Store link is down in the description down below. But I was just going through some DMs and stuff, and I may have talked about this in some past videos kind of nonchalantly, or in a Q&A or in a live stream, and it's a really common thing, right? I felt it, I wasn't sure about it, but at some point in time, if you are joining the military, the question, the thought is going to go across your head. You're going to be thinking to yourself one day, maybe driving down the road at night, at some point in time, you're going to be like, what if I don't like the military? Like, what if this isn't the right thing for me? Like, what if I don't fit in? What if it's just not something that I want to do? What if right after I swear in, another opportunity comes up, and now I got to go to basic training and blah blah. Blah. I'm going to address that in this video, and I'm going to talk about some of the downsides and then some of the upsides of joining, and really kind of like your worst case scenario if the military just doesn't work out for you. Because this one DM was really just like back and forth, like, I really want to join but I don't want to join. What if I don't like it? What if I do? Like, I just don't know. Like, there's a lot of indecision with this because the military is behind this wall of the unknown, right? And that's kind of why I'm doing these YouTube videos, is kind of create a couple little peepholes so you can kind of see in to the military life and be like, okay, this is kind of what I can expect. That's why these other military YouTubers are doing their thing. They're showing you their military experience, and it kind of gives you somewhat of an idea of what your experience is going to be. But the bottom line is, your experience is going to be different than everybody else's experience. And literally, just because you ask somebody, even with the same job that you want, if they like it, they may say yes or they may say no, but it doesn't really have any effect on how you're going to feel about that job. It's pretty much the same thing when it comes to anything else in life. For me, being a software developer on the civilian side, I love it. I really enjoy it. It is something that's fun to me. I like to do it. So, if I'm talking to another programmer or something, like, they'll be like, yeah, it's a lot of fun. But just because I think it's fun does not mean that anybody else is going to think that sitting at a computer and typing code on a screen is fun. I think it's really cool because it's like you can just tell the computer to do whatever you want. It's really cool to me, but to others, it's not. So the same thing with the military. Just because somebody likes it doesn't mean you're going to like it. Now, maybe you've talked to a whole bunch of people, maybe you've done my thing, which is what I suggest, which is write out pros and cons and then just make a decision. But at the end of the day, you've got to make a decision, and there's just a ticking clock, right? Just until you reach the age of when you cannot join the military anymore. And for me, right, at one point I wanted to do active duty whenever I was younger. I kind of wish I would have done it whenever I was younger because I was 18 years old. I didn't have any other passions really. I just wanted to do the military. Got convinced not to do it because of the whole what if thing, right? And then I joined the Army Reserves, and I freaking love it. And my only real regret about that is I wish I would have joined earlier, like for real. And if I would have waited until I was too old to join, then odds are I would have regretted not joining the military for the rest of my life, versus if I joined and then it just turned out that I didn't really like it as much as I thought I was gonna like it, and then I get out and I've got all these other benefits. And that's the thing, right? If you join the military, you may think you're gonna like it and you may be not too sure about it. But if it turns out that the military is not for you, if it turns out that you just don't like it, if it turns out that it's just not what you thought it was going to be, which I'm telling you guys, the military is never what you think it's going to be. The training exercise that you go to, just pretty much a lot of things in life in general, in my opinion, especially the military, it's just not what you think it's going to be, because you're hearing from another person's perspective, and it's just totally foreign to what you're normally used to on the civilian side, because the civilian world, completely different than the military world. So if you sign your contract, or if you're thinking you want to join and you're just really not sure, this video is kind of a little bit of reassurance on that, because really, this is it. Like, in my opinion, Worst case scenario, if you join the military. Worst case scenario, if you join the military, obviously you're gonna get out. What's the worst that can happen? Some people might go to real extremes, but in my opinion, the worst thing that's gonna happen is, yeah, you didn't like the military, maybe those 4 years were just a little bit of a pain to get through, but the bright side is, that's the worst side, is you had a good steady paying job, you've got real world experience, you've got leadership experience. So worst case scenario is you have a lot of experiences that the military gave you throughout your 4 years that you probably wouldn't have gotten if you just got a normal job straight out of high school. But the opportunity for college is still there. You're still really young. So you can go to college if you want to, just like you could have before going to the military. But again, a huge downside is, guess what? Your college is pretty much gonna be free. Now, if you join the reserves or the National Guard, it may not be completely free, but you're gonna get a lot of it paid for. If you go active duty, it's gonna be free. If you're reserves or guard, you might get certain bonuses and stuff that will make college free for you, depending on which college you go to. You're not gonna go to Harvard for free. But essentially, oh wow, worst case scenario, I have a lot of cool experiences. I got job experiences. I've got leadership experiences. I've got travel experiences. I've got free college now. Like, holy cow, like, is that really too bad? Now, I'm not saying you should join the military just for college. I know the Army and the military pushes, oh, free college, free college, free college a lot. But I'm just saying that's something that, I mean, I would wish I would have done, because I went to college for 3.5 years before joining the military. And then now I have tens of thousands of dollars in debt from that pretty much could have been gone if I would have just joined at 18 years old, you know, like my little brother did, who joined at 17 years old and has got over $40,000 for school, which is more than my debt, right? And now I wouldn't have to pay, you know, $500 a month for student loan debt. So those are some of the bottom line worst case scenario things that are positive that you will get whenever you join the military and it doesn't work out for you. Some of the other things that are not tangible that you're gonna get, because like, it's not like you're gonna really get things, but like getting these experiences, getting things to put on your resume, getting money for school, or another big thing for the military, which is a huge reason why people join the military, and that is for pride of country, for service of your country, right? If you join the military, it doesn't matter if you just serve a couple of years or you just fully retire in the military. When civilians look at people that used to be in the military, at least in today's day and age, I know it wasn't like it before, but there is a certain amount of respect that people have for soldiers, Marines, airmen, all other branches of service. So like, that is something that you're gonna have with you for your whole life. Yeah, you may have hated it, but there's gonna be a lot of like good looks that you're gonna have from people and be like, oh yeah, that person served in the military. Doesn't matter if you did 4 years, doesn't matter if you did 10 years, 20 years, but just the fact that you joined, there's a certain sense of pride that you can have in that. There's a certain sense of brotherhood and camaraderie that you're gonna have with other people who have served that you're gonna have your whole life. So the bottom line, and the last thing that I'm gonna say to kind of reassure you, is if you join the military and you hate it, it doesn't work out, it's not for you. In my opinion, the worst case scenario is all you did by joining the military is you set yourself up for success in the next venture that you're gonna take on with your life. In my opinion, if you hate it, right? If you hate it, but you did your years, you served honorably, you got those experiences and stuff, really all you did is you set yourself up for success. There's really nothing else like it. You know, you go straight out of high school, you get some other job working as in some field that does not matter to you. You know, you do that for 4 years, and then when you're done, it's like, you know, what did I do? I just put this little thing on my resume that's not even that important to me because it's not in the field that I want. So instead of that, right, you join the military, you hate it, you get out, you're setting yourself up for success. So I know this was a really kind of like pro joining the military video. I'm not trying to recruit you guys. I'm more or less trying to like basically smooth over those feelings of like uncertainty and anxiety and stuff that were the exact same feelings that I had. I remember laying in bed, stressed out, being like, I don't know what to freaking expect. Like, this is gonna be crazy. I don't know what's gonna go on. I don't know if I'm gonna hate it, but I'm just trying to kind of reassure you guys, like, it is gonna be okay. If you hate it, it's still gonna be okay. So that is it for this video. Don't forget about the t-shirt thing, the coins. I will send literally these coins that I have right here. I separated them. You're gonna get one of them if you get one of these t-shirts in order of 2 things or more. This one and another one. But anyways, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button. That'd be awesome. If you just check out some more of my videos, hit that subscribe button and possibly the notification bell button. That would be even better. Follow me on Instagram and Snapchat if you haven't already. I hope you guys have an amazing freaking day, and I'll see you later.